what did you see in Ghana before bringing the idea of you guys moving to Ghana?
Well, I've always known that Ghana was beautiful and that Africa was beautiful, despite the misrepresentation or the miseducation that was given to us in our schools as a little girl. They did not give us a accurate picture of what Africa was, and we were indoctrinated even to believe that Africa was something to be feared, that Africa was something to not be trusted, and that the people of Africa were not worthy of global acknowledgement, if you will. So I've always had a understanding from my spirit that Africa was a gorgeous place and it was worthy. I needed to get my own education about it.
Yeah.
From there, literally, just as I've spoken to some other people about it, I literally was in prayer, and the Lord, I heard God say to me to move to Africa. And it was very clear. There was no misunderstanding it. There was no misinterpretation of it. It was very clear to me. And so through that journey of hearing God say that to me, we started doing research about various countries and ended up here in Ghana.
I'm Kayvon. I'm a producer, rapper, singer, artist, also videographer, photographer, video editor, whatever you need me to do. I do a lot of stuff. Just really excited to get into the conversation, man.
Yeah. So what actually brought you to Ghana?
Well, I know how I told you my mom was on her way over here, but it was actually my mom because she told us a few years ago that God told her to move to Africa. We didn't have Ghana yet. And it just kind of was in place with the way that I had been feeling recently anyways. Not that I knew I was going to come here, but I was having a feeling of kind of like, okay, I have a job, but I wasn't really happy. Like I was making money, but it wasn't a thing where I felt like my purpose was on this earth was being fulfilled, So then my mom tells us that, okay, God told her to move to Africa. I'm just kind of sitting with it in my heart, and it just made sense. And so we started doing research, and Ghana just looked like the best option at the time. And I do not regret my decision. It's been really, really great. And I'm just excited to see where the rest of this trail is going to take me.
Yeah. You made mention of your mom advising you, maybe coaching you to come to Africa, and you never liked the idea of you coming to Africa. Guess what? You are in Africa now.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So did you guys argue about what your mom said? Because you were having a job, you were doing so many things, you're making money and so forth. So you have to leave your money before, or maybe leave everything and come back to Africa to start life again. How does it feel?
No, it wasn't like that. It was more so, I think, more fighting within my mom because at first she was the one who kind of was like wrestling in a spiritual sense with it all, because it just kind of came out of nowhere. She actually had a job as well that she was doing well with, that just all of a sudden just kind of got put to a halt. So she was doing more wrestling than I was with her. It was more of a thing of kind of, I felt like it was time to make a transition. She felt like it was time to make a transition at the same time, and we kind of came together through that. Actually, at the time, we weren't living together. I was living in Colorado, where she was living in Florida. So 2 different states, and, I was living by myself. It was just kind of like, we weren't really doing any fighting. We actually came a little bit closer together through the process, so. Yeah.
So did you guys have any backup plan? Because maybe you move to Africa, what if something happens, or maybe something really bad happened? Did you ever had any backup plan as you guys were moving?
No, that's the crazy part too, because in hindsight, knowing now what I know now, because I have been here 2 years now, it kind of feels like we definitely should have did a little bit more planning, a little bit mulling over, because we didn't come here to visit before we came here. We just straight just came. So that was probably not the best decision because it kind of put us in a position of, you know, we weren't really sure of how to go about things a lot of the time. But, you know, we figured it out. We're still standing. So, you know, that's all I can say about that.
As you were speaking, you made mention of making research about Ghana and so forth. So as you made your research, what did you get in the outcome of the research that you made? What did you get?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that stood out for us was just the amount of opportunities that are here. If you have the means for it, if you have the money for it, there are a million opportunities here that are just kind of like out in the open. There's so many untapped markets here. You know, even if it's just something like a trash business or a moving business, I want to, you know, let's see about opening up an ice cream truck. Like that's something that I've thought of before, that it's like, they don't really have that type of thing over here. There's so many things over here that you just don't really see compared to, you know, America, where everything is just kind of on top of each other. Everything's structured out. So if you want to come over here and build something special, like this is the place to do it.
You made mention of a whole lot of opportunities in Ghana and also Africa, precise. So far, so good. Now you said you've been in Africa for 2 years now. What have you started so far? What are some of the opportunities have you gotten yourself into?
Ooh, that's a great question. Okay. Well, I would say, first of all, we're on the platform of YouTube, which I've kind of like built myself into that space just as a creator. Right now, and making myself the business also. That's another thing, is through my music and through my means of creation, my content that I build. Shout out to the Patreon. Get my Patreon if you haven't already. But yeah, like just making my own self a business, just through the music, through the art that I've created. And that's the biggest route that I've done it through, but also with other means, like I said, like video editing and.
Let's talk about your business, your music aspects. You said you are into music, you do video editing, and also this graphic design, photography, and so forth. How long have you been into this music industry?
Ooh, I would say 2-3 years now. I've been like just building my own craft, and to the point where I feel like confident to push it into the world. Because before that, I would say it was not presentable to people by my own standards, just because I know what I like. I trust my own taste. So there's things that, you know, I could make, but it's not necessarily presentable. I got stuff in the archives right now that's not, you can't show to everybody, you know, but to get to the point where I can say like, here, this is something that I made and I'm proud of it. And, you know, patronize my business. Like that got to a certain level, probably like a couple of years ago.
So tell me what kind of genre you make.
Yeah, so it's hip hop and usually kind of with R&B elements mixed in there, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
so.
wow. So in case I am what do you call it? I'm Aklevi Joe. I'm promoting Africa. I'm doing all my best to bridge the gap between African Americans and also Africans, so that we can do so many things for each other.
Yeah.
You being a musician, how would you help in bridging the gap between Africans and also African American?
So I feel like coming over here, I can kind of use to my advantage that a lot of Ghanaians, not all Ghanaians, but a lot of Ghanaians are looking at America as like the place to be, and looking at America as like kind of like superior to Ghana in a million different ways. So I can kind of come over here as like, hey, I am American, but I'm somebody who left America. Anytime I talk to somebody about how, I was just having a conversation the other day with some people at the fire service, which is just down the road. And I was telling them that I came from America to live here. And it's like, oh, why? Why did you leave America? You know, because the mindset a lot of the time is like, oh, like America's paradise. Like, why would you ever leave there to come to Ghana? Because like there's not a lot of pride in like being not just from here, but just the country as a whole. So, you know, using that to my advantage to say like, hey, I'm somebody who came out of America, came here and created something special out of it. And not everybody can do that. You know, not everybody's built for it. I'm not going to tell everybody just move to Ghana, because it can get very hard here. You know, I'm a very strong believer in grit and determination.
Yeah.
And not everybody's like that. So Definitely, you need a lot of mental fortitude to be here. But I'm somebody who's stepping out and is like, hey, like we can get this done. We can build something amazing, out of nothing. And so I'm just kind of using that to push myself forward and also help other people in the process, because I am a very strong believer in the power of belief, the power of inspiration. I feel like the biggest gift you can give somebody is inspiration. If I can inspire even one person to step out of their shell and let them know that anything is possible. Like when you have a plan, you have it sorted out for yourself, and you have that positive attitude, you can really do anything.
So tell me, apart from making research about Ghana, if an African American wants to move to Ghana or maybe Africa, what are some of the things that he or she has to consider, apart from doing research about the country that the person is going into, or maybe anything of that?
Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, have your coins in order. And when I say that, I mean, like, I just made a post about this recently. You want to have a minimum, I would say, of like $5,000 or so coming over here to move with. That translates even right now to some like 55,000 CDs. I would say definitely that's the minimum you come over here with, because if not, your money will finish, and your money will be chopped early, because the thing about being in Ghana is you will be spending money every single day. That is something that I've encountered since I've been over here. Literally every single day you're spending money, so you got to be prepared for that. And as far as somebody that is coming over here, definitely the power of an online business, I would say, is very important. Because, it's not as easy to get a job over here as it is in America. In America, you're going to get your applications ready. They got online applications, everything like that. Not that they don't have that here, but it's a way stronger sense here of it's who you know, the people that, my cousin needs a job. Okay, let me bring him over into this business that I already have. Or, like my dad owns this business, so I'm going to go work for him. It's a lot more of that going on. Not that networking is something that you kind of have to discard in America, because networking is important all over the world. But I just think that over here, it's way harder to find a practical way of working. So you just need to I think, take it upon yourself to get an online business started, and to the point where you're making USD over here, because playing around, I tried over here. Not that you can't do it, but I've tried for a while to just, let me try to get these CDs. Yeah. It's not it.
So guess what? Finally, our mom is in, and we're about to add mom to the conversation. So I think we should let mom introduce herself, then Kevin will continue what he is saying. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Mom, can you just introduce yourself to us?
Well, first of all, thank you so very much for having me on your wonderful show. I appreciate it. My name is Letra Akosia Davis.
Okay. Akosia Davis. Wow. You already have a Ghanaian name. That's amazing. My brother doesn't have some.
Who does?
Oh, I have it. It's Kweku.
Kweku.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. So I am from the States, and I'm from mountain country. So I'm from the Midwest, Colorado. But prior to moving to Ghana, I was in Florida, so the southern hot state, but not hotter than Ghana. Yeah, so that's who I am. Mother, entrepreneur, music artist, poet, spoken word artist, orator, a whole lot of things.
Wow. I guess I can even see the gesture and how you are so happy in Ghana. I think you like the place, right?
I love Ghana. I do.
Ghana.
I do. I really do.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, my brother, I think you were saying something about me. I asked you something about if somebody is coming to Ghana, apart from making research on YouTube or maybe social media or anything of that, what are some of the things that the person has to consider?
Yeah, so I think I left off on talking about just the difference between if somebody's coming to live here versus if somebody's coming to visit, because it's two different things. But also just on the money aspect, wanting to get that online business popping, preferably before you come over here, because just trying to sit and barter for Ghana cedis, it's just not, it's not it. I think trying to get USD or wherever you're coming from outside of Africa is the best option for you. And it's because it can be hard. It can be very hard. So yeah, that would be my best advice. And then also just coming over here prepared to know that this is not where you're coming from, whether it's America, Canada, wherever. This is not, you are definitely going to have to be adaptable, kind of morph yourself. You will be stretched in ways. My personality has definitely changed since being over here. So you definitely have to be willing to kind of morph yourself in a way, not to change who you are, but to be adaptable. I will say it's important.
Well, not to forget something, as you were not here before we started the conversation, I think my brother said something and I wanted to you talk about that for me.
Okay.
He was like, you brought an agenda that you guys should move to Africa. What did you see in Africa? What did you see in Ghana before bringing the idea of you guys moving to Ghana?
Well, I've always known that Ghana was beautiful and that Africa was beautiful, despite the misrepresentation or the miseducation that was given to us in our schools as a little girl. They did not give us a accurate picture of what Africa was, and we were indoctrinated even to believe that Africa was something to be feared, that Africa was something to not be trusted, and that the people of Africa were not worthy of global acknowledgement, if you will. So I've always had a understanding from my spirit that Africa was a gorgeous place and it was worthy. I needed to get my own education about it. From there, literally, just as I've spoken to some other people about it, I literally was in prayer, and the Lord, I heard God say to me to move to Africa. And it was very clear. There was no misunderstanding it. There was no misinterpretation of it. It was very clear to me. And so through that journey of hearing God say that to me, we started doing research about various countries and ended up here in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes.
So guess what? As you are in Africa, maybe you are in Ghana now, and then Lord told you to come back to, or maybe come to Ghana, and everything didn't happen to be what you were thinking. What would you have do?
If things had not been
in a right way for you?
I think when you're relocating and shifting your life, you have to pay attention to your spirit. You have to pay attention to what is happening and what is not happening. You have to be in tune at a very deep level with your spiritual connection to God, because things will not always go as planned. And many things did not go as planned for myself and for Kayvon. And there was many discussions about how to shift and how to adjust, as he said, how to pivot. And but then there were certain things that we did not expect to happen that were great things that have happened. So balancing those things that were surprises that weren't so good and those things that happened that were surprises that were wonderful, trying to balance those things. That's what I would.
So this question goes to everybody, Kayvon and Mom. Mom was making emphasize on great things happening in Ghana. So can you just tell me some of the great things that you guys have experienced so far?
I would say, first of all, is relationships, because I feel like you can do this all over the world, but over here, with piggybacking on what she said, the education or lack of education that I got about Africa in general when I was in America, it makes you feel like, oh, like you can just kind of disregard everybody that lives here and nobody is of any importance over here. Coming here and seeing that it's actually the complete opposite. Like I've met people over here that have impacted my life in a very positive way. And I've met people that have stretched me in a good way, like how I was saying earlier, to become a better person, to become more consistent and a better me every day. So I would say that's the first thing, is the relationships that I've built.
I would agree on that. Yes, yes.
And then I'm gonna let you go.
No, please continue, sir.
Okay. Man, just I think the business opportunities as well, because I have to give like the full story, right? So there are, in some pockets here, some places where the business is, how do you say, like very, things aren't set in stone.
Yeah.
Things are very like, okay, handshake, and like, oh, like we'll say we're going to do something and do something else. But at the same time, if you, again, find the right people that do believe in doing good business, and that are, paperwork and everything is just set straight. And there are plenty of people like that here as well. You're able to pattern out something for yourself that is build an empire even. And it's easier to go about that in here as opposed to America, where everything is structured out for you already. So it's a little bit harder to build that empire. So yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Yeah. Well, you have something to say?
Oh, so the question was, what has been a benefit for moving to Ghana? Expanding my mind, really expanding my mind to not be limited to what I knew in America, to be in a different place with different people that are different cultures, different belief systems. It really is a plethora of knowledge here, whether it is learning about the herbs and the trees and the different leaves that bring healing properties. Because in America, you're used to westernized medicine. So everything is in small little capsules and pills. But here you learn that there are healing properties in various trees and plants and leaves. To also learn that there are people who know how to go back many generations in their family and know who their great, 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 great grandfathers were and great, 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 great grandmothers were. That's something that's very lacking in America. Mm-hmm. To know that there are people that I have ancestry with that own many, many, many pieces of land, families owning land. In America, you might have half an acre that you're paying 30 years on, with interest, with the finances. So to know that those things exist is very enriching to me. And to also know how I've been able to grow in this process. You can only grow so much when you're in a certain place all your life. When you go somewhere else, there's a beautiful opportunity for you to learn more about yourself and how you can utilize different tools and gifts within that you didn't have the opportunity to do before.
Wow. So living in this account community, because I can barely say that you guys are living in account community. These Ethiopian people who speak Chi and so forth. And I know you guys don't know how to speak Chi. How are you blending this culture between this African American or the American culture and also this Ghanaian culture? How are you blending it?
Very good question. Actually, I don't speak Twi very well, but I can understand it really well. So I can be at a store or at a shop or on the roadside and hear certain things being said, and I know what they're saying without even truly understanding Twi. So I don't know how to describe it. It's very interesting how I'm able to do that, but I'm learning small, and I want to be able to speak it very well. And then eventually maybe I'll learn a little bit from the Ewe and Ga and other tribes. Yeah. Y'all pray for me.
Yes.
Michael, Kayvon, what do you say?
Yeah, I think that overall, the people over here are pretty accepting of us being here, and just kind of see us as just regular. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
It was helpful because all of our neighbors, all of them are Ghanaians. So I know that a lot of diasporans want to move to Ghana in gated communities with all Americans. I know.
and that's coming.
Some of them, I mean, there's plenty of developments throughout Ghana that are specifically, they want to have diasporans live.
Yeah, like East Legon.
You see, but we purposefully wanted to live in a community of people that are Ghanaians because for me, I'm not saying it's wrong for how other people want to structure their life and how they want to live their life. But for me, I did not want to be surrounded by just people that have my same background, that have my same understanding of society. I wanted to be around Ghanaians because, and we have great neighbors, beautiful neighbors, very nice. It was just important for me to do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that just in general, I will say, like how I was saying, with just being adaptable, with that, the neighbors are great, but let's say if I got to be real, going to like a store or something, asking for the price on certain things. So going into like a store or whatever, and they'll hear my American accent. A lot of times they'll try to up the price, when they hear, they'll. Yeah,
Don't do that
I've
to us
experienced
all.
it, yeah.
Hey.
So, like there's ways, like I said, being adaptable. I'll walk into a store now and I'll pacho sing, like just you go into it like, okay.
Did he do it okay? Did he say it okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
So like you just have to kind of adjust in those ways. So like I don't really have to worry about prices now because I know like little things to say or like how to speak like a Ghanaian would in certain situations to kind of get the same thing that other Ghanaians say, which is kind of like, it's annoying sometimes, but I got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So I just want to put you guys on your toes.
Oh, Lord. Okay, okay.
I want you to speak maybe each person
please.
to speak 3
Okay.
different words and then you explain it to people.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
sure.
Oh,
No,
Father.
it's not too bad. I'm going to go first, so you can't take the ones that I take. Okay. So let's say, medase, thank you, right?
I think that one is common. So you
But
no, you changing the rules, bro. No, you changing the rules. Come on, don't be changing the
He
rules.
doesn't want Medase. He wants something different.
No.
Oh,
I don't want Apaba. I don't want
Oh, he's going to make it difficult.
Okay, fine. So, all right, so like how I just said. So all right, Pacho is saying, which is please, what is the price? Okay, you have that one, and you'll have what is NC? NC is like also right. NC.
He doesn't want to help you.
I don't want
okay, all right, fine. Whatever. Okay, so something I always hear is, this is just based off what I hear. I might not even know what it means, but like I'll hear like somebody say like Otiana say.
Well, you should. He said he wants the meaning also, so you should.
Well,
do that
look,
word.
man, this is stuff I just be hearing. Somebody's calling me.
Okay, so I'll go. Okay, I'll go. Okay, so I think let's see, dabi, which is no.
Right, it's simple. No.
Yeah,
No, you said
no, you changing the rules though.
No,
He's changing the rules.
You all see, he didn't tell us that we could.
Exactly. You're changing the rules right now. Come on.
Dabi is no. Bra. Means bra means come.
See?
Let's see. Oh.
Y'all don't let him change the rules on us. That's crazy.
See. Oh, there's more. Pa. Great.
Oh, like pa. That's, hey, don't let him change the rules. This is what it is. This is what we got right now.
Medewo means I love you. Ha.
Medo.
Okay.
Wow. So you just made something, you do something. So you love somebody.
Aha.
So guess what? I want to ask you this.
Oh, Lord.
people might not find it very interesting if I ask this question, but I want to ask: are you married?
I am not married. No, I am not.
So the fact that you are in Ghana, I think you need to start something up. Maybe getting a Ghanaian man.
He was telling me this on the way over here. Like he got a thing with relationships. I'm like, all right, bro. Like you got it.
So I am not married, but I am in love with someone, and they are also in love with me, and we are very happy. Yes, very happy. Pa pa pa.
This is not a relationship show, but
it's not.
At least we'll
so we can move on.
No. We'll talk something small about it.
We can move on.
We'll talk something small about it. Some African Americans have bad perception about Ghanaian men.
Oh,
that
okay.
they scam people, they cheat, and so forth.
Okay.
What do you have to say about that?
I think people are people. I think you have men or women wherever they are in the world who do not know how to appreciate and value someone, and they'll cheat no matter. I think there are people who won't cheat. It doesn't matter their location. It is what's on the inside of them. So my personal perception of that is that there are people, no matter where they are, who are good-hearted people and will treat you like a king or a queen and treat you well and do you well and be very honest and truthful and honor you and cherish you. And there's people who will do you dirty. And it doesn't matter whether that's Ghana or in America or wherever.
Yeah. Let me tell you a secret. As we were coming to this place, my brother was saying that you've seen a very beautiful lady, and
he was telling you that
he
it was
telling you that he wanted to introduce the lady to you. So
please.
Mom gets to meet the woman.
That's cap.
Ooh, you heard it here first, everyone.
I said it
on your show.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So
look, if any beautiful Ghanaian women are watching, I'm single. That's what it is.
But I'm the gatekeeper.
So why are you two guys single in Ghana? Unless you need to start something up. We are bridging the gap between
I said I'm in love.
Yes, but he is also single. And let me say, this is the first time I'm interviewing a youth on my channel.
Okay,
so
okay.
He's the first person.
I see.
So I am challenging him. And I'm only giving him 2 days.
Oh.
What?
I gotta have a girl ready to marry in 2 days.
No.
He really sounds Ghanaian right now. He really sounds Ghanaian. Like, yo, the obsession over here with you gotta get married by if you are a Ghanaian woman or any woman in general and you hit 25 and you're not married yet, they're looking at you like, hey, you gotta, what you doing? Like you gotta be married. Like time's ticking. So
I'm not married.
Oh.
I am not married.
But you're not a woman either. That's why I'm talking about the women. That's how it is over here. It's something implanted somewhere. I don't know where that
culturally
came from,
Ghanaians think that it's very important that I'll say some Ghanaians, but many of the Ghanaians that I know don't feel like a person is a complete whole person, or they haven't reached a respectable status in life unless they're married. So do you think that that's a lot of the culture of Ghana?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
We've experienced
a lot
that.
of the Ghanaians I know have that mindset.
It's
so
not like that. Sometimes it's
maybe it's changing.
It's misinformation and also certain things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you should marry at a specific age or maybe anything of that. No, if you are free, you want to do something with your life, you can do it.
Okay.
Yes. So
no one's down your neck about marrying. Your mommy, okay. Your aunties, nobody's telling you.
My mom support any decision that I take for
that's
myself
good.
or even for my sister.
That's good.
It's all about. Sometimes that's why I said the way you've been taught, or maybe the way you've been raised from your family, also speaks well of how.
Of course,
it's true. People. It's true. Do you think it's a tribe thing too? Before because certain tribes.
For me, some people are being overpressured to do certain things. Yes, that is what I would say. But talking about tribe, I'm not going to bring tribe in that.
Yeah, I
see.
It's not something that I can say it's tribalistic or anything.
Okay, I understand that.
I won't say that.
Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't.
Okay.
So tell me about you guys, your naming, your African name or maybe Ghanaian name that you had. Did you perchance had a naming ceremony or anything of that?
No. So because I'm Sunday born, I understand my name. And so I am last born of my siblings. So just understanding that I didn't have to go to a naming ceremony, although I know that there are certain diasporans that want that process. They feel a spiritual connection by doing a naming ceremony. But I don't particularly feel like I have to pay any CDs to anybody to know my Ghanaian name. So there's that.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I mean,
and if you feel like if someone tells you have to, they're lying to you.
It's true.
Okay, Mom. You made mention of. I wanted to ask you before, but as we were within this conversation, I was just trying to remember certain things.
Okay.
You were into entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I want to know what you are really into.
Okay.
Maybe if somebody can also patronize you.
Oh, thank you.
Channel, I think.
Thank you for that opportunity. I help people understand how to do things in a better, productive way and with passion and better time management and help them achieve what is most important to them the most. So that can be whether they are entrepreneurs or if they want a personal development. I also do consultations with companies, organizations, NGOs, churches. I can go into a company or a church or an NGO and show them areas that they need to eliminate to help their productivity go up with their work talent, their staff, or their volunteers. I can also help them learn how to do things better administratively. Also, I can help train people how to sing better and to present themselves well, artist performance consulting and music business. So I do a lot of different things. I'm a songwriter, so people can bring me in to help with songwriting sessions or some music production. So I do quite a bit of things. I'm very talented because God has blessed me with those talents to help people know how to elevate and move in a better, productive way and maximize themselves.
Also, don't forget the tech. You have the tech.
Oh, thank you. I can also help people with their technology with Google Workspace. So companies and organizations that need to have training for Google Workspace, I also have that capability with my company, Lily's Consulting Solutions.
Okay, so being in Ghana for almost 2 years now.
Oh, it's been 2 years.
Yes. So
yes.
More than 2 years.
2 years.
So you might have tasted Ghanaian food. You might have seen a whole lot of Ghanaian dishes and so forth. Can you prepare some? And what are some of the food that you've tasted so far? And what are some of the food you can prepare?
Okay, thank you so much for that question.
This goes to the two of you.
I can't cook one Ghanaian meal, not one. However, I enjoy, let's see, it's hard to say that my favorite, but I really love wache.
Wache.
That's my
love
favorite.
It.
That's my favorite.
Love it.
And as far as
because it's very familiar. My mother used to fix a dish in America when we were small children, and it included many of the things that are in wache, but I did not know in America that that's what that was. So when I came over here and he was the first one who told me about it. He's like, Mom, you have to taste this. And my memory went straight to my mother's cooking. So I love wache. I love banku and tilapia. I love it. I love shito. I do like jollof. I'm not going to say I think one jollof is better than another jollof. I'm not going to do that because I don't want people angry at me.
No. It's just something that...
We don't want to start the jollof wars.
No, we starting the war.
We don't want to start the jollof
I'll
wars.
I'll start the war for her. No. Ghanaian jollof rice is better than Nigerian jollof rice. I'm starting the war for her. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't know how to cook it, but I know how to eat it, so, you know.
I like palm nut soup. I like palm wine. It's very good.
Yeah, so sweet, right?
Very sweet. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, what else?
I would say that's really it for me.
You love the garden eggs.
Oh yeah, not the garden eggs, the egg stew.
The egg stew.
The egg stew is nice. Even though I don't know if like from the origins if that is Ghanaian or not. Oh, it is Ghanaian. Okay, so yeah, all right. Love egg stew, jollof rice, wache. Of course, wache is my favorite. Shout out to the Wache Festival that's coming next month. September. We're in September. No. November is the Wache Festival, and I'm gonna be there. Pull up on me. You're gonna see me out there eating all the wache because I love it.
And he can eat.
Yeah. So, and also shout out to, I got to plug my own YouTube channel because I'm about to start my own segment where I'm going to start cooking Ghanaian food, even though I don't know how to. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of...
maybe one of the Ghanaian young ladies may want to help teach him how to... Okay, but don't teach him anything else.
Come teach me. Come teach me.
You know one thing.
Don't teach him anything else except for the cooking.
Let me chip in this. My mom has been teaching a whole lot of African Americans how to prepare.
Really?
Food. So I think my next 2 videos that I'll be posting is a video of African American preparing wache.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, preparing wache at my mom's place. You know, I'm typically a village guy.
Okay.
I'm from the village, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard.
You know how to cook.
So I can cook
everything.
For myself.
Yes.
I can cook everything. You know, I was like a mother. I was like a female in the house and so forth. So I was cooking for myself. And guess what? When you check on my channel too, I have what do you call it? Tutorials for cooking jollof rice on my channel.
Okay, so we need to check your channel out to learn.
Yes, I cook it myself.
Okay.
You can check all the whole process.
Thank you.
You can do that. And our next video too will be like dark kinky and also fish. It's also, we are editing the videos and we're posting it soon on our channel. So definitely,
very good.
Yes. So maybe if any diaspora or maybe African American who wants to learn how to cook African or Ghanaian food, my mom is there. She can help you guys too.
Absolutely.
To cook whatever you want to cook.
Yeah, we're going to collab for sure.
That's nice. I love that.
Yeah, so shout out to Ga Kinky because I had some in a Da. That's got to be like the best place to have it is in the Da. And it's fantastic. I didn't even like Kinky before I had it there. And like they really made it nice for me. So yeah, I love Kinky. Yeah.
So what would you have to tell your people?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to mention Sobolo. Oh my God, I love Sobolo.
Wow.
Sobolo. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh,
yeah, it's hygienic, you know.
I have to have it. It's so good.
Very healthy.
Very healthy. Yeah. I don't like it too spicy though, but I like it sweet. But it's so good. Okay.
Oh, if it's sweet, then it's not Sobolo.
There's different recipes. Oh, okay.
I mean, not like sweet. Like you go to James. Listen, man. I like Jamestown coffee, but their Sobolo just tastes like sweet tea.
Then that's what I like.
That's not real Sobolo. That's Sobolo for white people.
Let us not argue, son.
Hey, look.
He likes the way he likes it. I like the way I like it.
Yeah.
How do you like it, or do you like it?
For me, I don't like too much sugar. You know.
No, I'm saying, but do you like Sobolo?
Yes.
Oh, okay, but you like it spicy.
You like the real Sobolo.
Who says it's not real?
It's not real when they dumping sugar in it like it's Kool-Aid.
No, that's spicy. If you put too much sugar in it, I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not the real Sobolo. Like,
okay, let's go. What were you going to say?
At least you need to feel the herbs in it.
I don't mind you. Don't mind him.
You need to feel the pineapple. So,
okay.
The pineapple can even be a sugar in it.
Yeah, it'll be the sweet one.
Yes. So I think I wouldn't go for more sugar.
I understand.
Maybe you have something to tell your people that are watching you out there. Guess what?
Oh, man. To whoever's watching, first of all, I want to thank Aklevi Joe for putting us on the platform. And, you know, it's been a great conversation so far. Hope we can keep it going. To all the people watching because of me, I know I haven't given y'all no music in a while, but it's coming. We going crazy to the top. We're going all the way to the top. And really excited for that stuff. And Mamas,
I just would like to just say thank you to every Ghanaian who has been very kind. Thank you so very much for welcoming us, for being nice to us, for helping us, for the reason of just being kind, not because you want to get something back. You know, relationships are really important to me. And so I think that being welcomed truly by people has been such a great thing. What's coming up next? TikTok videos with music for me, and working on my second music project. So our single, we have started already production, and we had to take some time off, but that's hopefully will be done by the end of 2024. And we'll see if we'll do a full project. I'm not sure if we'll do a full LP or not, but the single should be out by the end of 2024. Okay. And maybe my marital status may have changed by the end of 2024. Listen to this one. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, we'll see if it's the right timing. We'll see. We'll see.
No, I've already stamped on it.
Oh,
yeah, so he's the big man who's in charge, who's signing all the marriage papers. So get in touch with this guy if you need your marriage papers done. You'll handle it.
Maybe one day I'll get a relationship channel. African Americans and also Ghanaians together. Yes. But please, would you like to put your social media handles? Maybe if somebody wants to contact you guys or also follow you on your page and so forth.
Absolutely. Yeah. So for me, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just __ Kayvon, and then like 1,000,000 underscores. You should find it. And my YouTube is Kayvon Music. I only got one video right now, but I'm going to start to be way more consistent weekly videos on there. And then my TikTok is This Is Kayvon. And yeah, shout out. Also, I have my Patreon as well. If you want exclusive updates on my music, being the earliest person to get to it, unreleased beats, demos, freestyles, all that stuff is for you, waiting for you on my Patreon. So yeah. That's
cool. And for myself, you can always go to my website, Lily's Consulting Solutions, where you can find all the information regarding how I can serve you to elevate your life. I listen, I learn, and I help leverage you to maximize your best life in business, in personal, in relationships, what have you. On my social media handles, you can always reach me at Letra, Letra Davis, on Instagram, on Facebook. Twitter is Lily's, you got it? Lily's Music. So Lily's Music 7 on TikTok. And I think that's about it.
Yeah. Guys, I think as you guys are subscribing to my channel, supporting me, we have our brother here. He is into music.
Yeah.
My mom is also into music and also entrepreneurship and so forth. So please, I want you guys to support them. At least we need to promote Africa. We need to bridge the gap between Africa and also African Americans. At least we should support everybody. Anything that you see on my channel, please kindly support it. But you didn't post it your girlfriends.
Oh my God! Oh my!
But he has.
Oh no! They're not supposed to be posted. That's why.
So please go and subscribe to his channel. You will see.
And you'll see all my girlfriends on my page or whatever.
Well, actually a wife.
Wow.
No, ain't no wife over here.
Wow.
Mom is even surprised.
Yes. Hey.
All of my girlfriends are on my page. Follow and subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Shout out to Aklevi Joe.
Yes.
Subscribe. Please.
Subscribe to his channel, everyone. Thank you.
Subscribe.
You
want to compose a song?
Subscribe, sure. What we got, man?
About him subscribing.
Subscribe. So subscribe to Aklevi. If you're not doing this, your pocket's not heavy. If you're doing this, then all right, no.
So guys, what is Aklevi Joe TV?
No, Aklevi Joe.
Aklevi Joe?
Yes, Aklevi and Joe.
Aklevi Joe is the place you want to be. Ooh, Aklevi Joe is the place you want to be.
Guys, this is officially song for Aklevi Joe, an official song for Aklevi Joe. So as you are watching this video, subscribe to Aklevi Joe, subscribe to Kayvon Music, subscribe to
Letra Davis Music.
We said it all. So guys, hit on the subscribe, please, and also the notification bar. Bye-bye.
Peace.